Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be putting a clutch in this Ford Focus RS, so come along. Yeah, so this guy, he's a customer of mine, got a hold of me. He recently had the car tuned or something like that, and was making, I think he said close to like 500 horsepower. Well, the clutch started to slip, so we're going to put a ACT clutch in it with a new flywheel and everything, because this is a dual mass. I haven't done one of these on an RS before, but just I took a quick look at everything. It doesn't look too bad, so we're gonna start probably by getting all this top stuff taken off, and then underneath do like the transfer case, the drive shaft, and hopefully have this done here in the next day or two. So like I said, come along. Alright, so we got a lot of the stuff taken out up here. Still got to do like the bell housing bolts. Still got to get the starter out, which I think I need to take the intake off. I'm going to put the car in neutral, I think, first though, and get like the wheels, the axles, the drive shaft, all that kind of stuff just out of the way. That way it's hopefully just bell housing bolts, and out she comes. So far it hasn't been too bad, which is kind of cool. It's packaged a little tight in some areas, but nothing unworkable. So good job, Ford. But yeah, like I said, let's continue working here. Well, these axles have been kicking my butt. This one didn't want to come out. Sprayed some penetrating oil on it. Came out. Well, the ball joint. This axle is definitely fighting me. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I've got a tool called the Texas Tornado. It uses your air hammer and like a wedge that goes up in there, and it uses the air hammer to pop it out. So I'm going to get that all set up and give that a whirl and see if we can get it popped out. But after that, transfer case. 2 pry bars got the job done, so we're gonna work on getting the transfer case out here real quick. And then it shouldn't be too much more. It should just be starter and bell housing bolts. You know, I think I actually might do the starter now because the pitch mount is in right here. That way the less likely for the engine to move. I think I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we'll do the rest of this stuff. And we got the transfer case out. These bolts up here are kind of a pain in the butt. That one especially. This one, I think when it goes back in, I think you can get through here with an extension. I used a ratchet like a dummy, but I think we can get to it like that. So it should just be bell housing bolts, and out she's gonna come. I'll save you guys a little bit of time. I'll get everything kind of set up, and then we'll plop it out and get the clutch swapped over. Well, she's out. Made a bit of a mess, mostly because the drain plug's kind of a pain in the butt to get to. So let's just drop it. Well, that might have been a bad idea, but yes, this is a dual mass flywheel. That's gonna go bye-bye. We're gonna put a ACT in it. It's gonna ACT street disc and a HD pressure plate. Should be more than enough for this setup. Yeah, so we got the new clutch here. Haven't really opened it up yet. Let's see what we're dealing with. Pressure plate, yep, here's the new slave. Interesting little design there, but all right. Ooh, looks like it's got some new hardware. Cool. Well, I'm gonna throw this on, like I said, real quick, and we're ready to put the transmission back up in the car. So, but let's get that swapped out and put this thing back together. So when I'm doing these, I like to pull the input shaft in and out a few times as I'm tightening it, just to make sure that everything's still lined up. Threw a couple paint marks down just so I remember that, yeah, I did definitely tighten them and everything. So I'm gonna swap this throw bearing here real quick, and then we'll be, like I said, ready to throw it in. Yeah, well, it's in. I kind of kicked her butt a little bit, but she's in. So I'm gonna finish doing the bell housing bolts. I really think this thing will be done pretty quick here at this point. There's a lot of little stuff that I got to remember, like putting fluid in it, which I got to get the drain plug out, or not the drain, the fill plug out before I put the axle in because it's easier. Some stuff like that. I'm really surprised he's run a DSG transmission fluid in it. I'd like triple check that, but. Yeah, I'm gonna plug away at this, probably just put you guys on time lapse for the rest of the reassembly unless something crazy happens, and fire this thing up and take it for a drive. Yeah, so we got everything all done. My battery died on my phone for a little bit, but everything's in. We got the covers back on. That kind of stings a little bit today, but I'm gonna fire it up and hopefully take it for a test drive. Went through the gears, everything looks good there. Clutch feels good after bleeding it. I don't think there's anything else, so let's go drive this thing. Hey, so it's the next day after finishing that Ford Focus RS. I didn't really film anything after driving it outside. The tires are really, really bald on it, and it was snowing, so I didn't test drive it, and the customer needed to pick it up that night. So yeah, so he came and picked it up and everything like that. He's putting the break-in miles, 500 to 1,000 is usually what I recommend. But that's actually where I'm gonna leave this video. So if you guys like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.